All right, before we begin, a big thanks to Inspect All Pest Services, providing the highest quality termite, pest, and wildlife control. That's just what they do. Actually, that's not all they do. Insulation, pressure washing, gutter maintenance, and other home services in Metro Atlanta and the surrounding area. So check them out. InspectAllServices.com. Also, our title sponsor for Podcast Imports 3. Get your tickets before prices go up. DistinctGrace.com. The Mad Dog, Manny Aurora, based out of Georgia, litigates all over the United States. So if you need him, you got him. Criminal defense, white-collar crime, DUI, drug offenses, and more. TheAuroraLawFirm.com. And if you have a question for the Mad Dog at any time, you can reach out to me via TheBaileyShow.com and hopefully answer it on an upcoming episode of The BS with the Mad Dog. Dr. David Markwell in Ridgeline Counseling. He's got 10 therapists in-house there. He's based out of Georgia, 3 locations. One across from Sprayberry High School in Sandy Plains in East Cobb, Marietta near the Square, and McKaysville outside of Blue Ridge. But if you need help, get help. I always say that. And he can do that virtual sessions. If you're not in Georgia, reach out. MarkwellTherapy.com, RidgelineCounseling@gmail.com, and FBC Insurance. Perfect for new homeowners like us. Yeah. Or if you're just looking to reshop your current insurance policies, shop over 35 A-rated companies. Multi-policy, bundle discounts. Let me just tell you this. RaeJae was with USAA. Their prices beat USAA. Which
by
is
a lot.
That's just unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. So they'll get you for your home, flood, auto, motorcycle, boat, recreational vehicle, or personal policy. Give them a call, 888-308-1841, or you can email them, info@fbcinsuranceservices.com, or get a quote online, fbcinsuranceservices.com. Servicing Alabama, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, and Virginia. If you'd like to sponsor any of the podcasts, or all the podcasts, I should say, please reach out to me via TheBaileyShow.com. All right, let's begin.
Go ahead and leave a comment about how you deal with your children leaving home while I recover.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Our kids leaving the nest is never easy. So in order to cope, Jason and Rachel have decided to share the journey of their kids, Caleb and Ariel, or Beez as most know her. Follow the story in this podcast.
Honey, I raised the kids.
All right, there it is, episode 16 of the Honey, I Raised the Kids podcast. Thanks for being here. My name's Jason Bailey. There's my wife.
Hey, y'all.
Rachel. We are known as RaeJae.
Hey, that's the best name.
I got to tell you, we are just, weeks away from moving into the new Golden Scissors studio in our new house, which we closed on.
We did.
And I'm very excited so I can get my camera set up right, because right now, when I reach too far, it gets near your camera screen.
Babe, come over here again.
It's so.
I can't go over there. How come you can't?
It's so,
oh, there I am.
It's so.
Ew, hey.
It's so bush league. So if somebody's just finding out, like they don't know our personalities, they didn't listen to the radio show, they don't know the BS or any of that stuff, and they just come across, because these episodes are always posted, not only do you get the audio version, and they're free.
You can look at us too. Yeah,
on our YouTube channel, at The Bailey Show, on the show's YouTube channel.
Most of the time I look homeless. It's cool.
So you're going to get some naysayer that's just going to be like, what a shitty guy can reach through the screen.
Wait, stay in your own box.
I know. What?
Get out of my box.
I talk with my hands so much.
I don't want you in my box.
Well, thanks for joining us. We're having mini Corona extras.
Little baby guys.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
Because all of our vodka's packed up.
Oh, that was such a fail.
I know. That was bad.
That was your call.
I know. That was my bad. My bad. The only thing that we had left over, well, that's not true. The only thing
we do have liquor.
The only thing we have left over is a bottle of Captain Morgan.
Oh, no. Hold on. 100 proof Captain Morgan. It's like the deal.
Which I swore off 13 years ago. I haven't had it in 13 years. There's a reason for that.
No, you did. That's when we first started dating. Yeah. We did a trip to New Smyrna Beach, and we stayed at Matt Inglett's beach house. Yeah. We went for the weekend.
Yeah, and I had a handle of it.
You said you're in charge of liquor and towels.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Mario, I think I have a picture of it somewhere. I have a handle
of
Captain, the 100 proof Captain Morgan, because we were drinking Captain and Diets then.
Yeah.
Like water.
Yeah.
And then Mario Brothers towel.
I remember
beach
that.
Towels.
It was a little small, but I remember
a little
that.
Bit, it was a little bit. Well, the
small.
kids were small.
But that was like one of the first things Jeremy, told me to lose weight. He was like, you got to get rid of the dark liquor.
Yeah.
But I think,
it's fine. Dark liquor makes me mean anyway.
If I were to have a captain in diet, I would, and I should probably, I would have flashbacks to Big Daddy Bang Bang days.
Oh, hey, let's do it.
No, I'm not ready. Not yet.
It's like a surprise.
No, I need it like
a
what
party in our backyard.
I need it like when I'm 65 and I need to rejuvenate my youth. And then we also have a handle of Bacardi vodka. And I said to Rach,
I don't even know where that came from.
I said, the only liquor that's left over is the liquor that we give to people that come over we don't like.
Yeah. You are not our friend. Here's the shitty liquor.
And I'm thinking,
we don't drink that stuff anymore because we can go out and get the good stuff.
and I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, what a great radio bit. I mean, like now that we're back in Orlando, I'm listening to a lot more terrestrial radio. And just because I know,
see what the fellas are doing.
I know them, so if I'm listening to Top 40, which would be, it's a good radio bit, especially for like Johnny, it's like, what liquor, and it's quick calls and quick, that kind of thing. And it's difficult to do it in the podcast world. That's the one thing that anyway, this podcast is not about the radio world, but anyway, so, but I was thinking that I was like, God, what a great conversation. I wonder if people have liquor that they put to the side that they just save. It's the old, like when you see in a movie, you're like, oh, you keep the good scotch for, whatever.
Yeah. It's bottom shelf, bottom of the barrel. Let's rate our friends.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, when we've had people over the years that have come over and I'd say, hey, what do you want? And yeah, I think I've done that depending on
pull out the good liquor at the right time.
At what level I like them, I'm going to give them, do you get 1792 bourbon or no?
Hey, listen, tomorrow, if you have a terrible hangover, you know where you stand with Jason Bailey.
Right, exactly.
That's it. Yeah. If you got a terrible hangover, you got shitty liquor, you're on the bottom.
That's a great way to tell somebody you don't like them.
Yeah.
Is just give them shitty liquor.
Give them a hangover. You get a hangover.
Give them shitty liquor from your liquor cabinet. All right. This episode of Honey, I Raised the Kids, as we talk about becoming empty nesters, and as every episode passes, we get closer, to that first week of August.
I feel my panic attack coming. I'm having a hard time.
Where we're getting ready to take Beez to the University of Alabama. And then, somebody had mentioned, they said, they I don't know if they posted this or messaged me and said, you're not truly an empty nester until she graduates college, because she'll still come home sometimes. Technically lives at home. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, and I don't think they were saying that to be mean. I took it as a positive. I'm like, well, then we've got another good 3 years in this podcast. So it works.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
So sponsors come.
Let's go.
So this episode of Honey, I Raised the Kids, we're going to talk about a situation that happened with our daughter Ariel the other night. And I talked about this on the BS podcast as well.
It should be interesting because you and the fellas talking about it, and
yeah, I'm going to say, I think we have a lot of crossover audience, obviously, because it's all in the same feed, but what you're going to get differently, well, the whole show's going to be different, but what you're going to get differently is the advice that I gave to our daughter, which I told Chuck and Brandon, and you heard and saw their reaction, and now you'll get Rachel's reaction to the advice that I gave our daughter, in which she was there when I gave it.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know the story, it goes like this. Our daughter had befriended this dude. He kind of was like an out of shape Patrick Mahomes. Not that Patrick Mahomes is in really good shape, but he's like a TJ Maxx version of Patrick Mahomes.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Right. He's like clearance version. Patty McHo. And they became friends, and they eventually became.
In her many adventures of deciding that she was going to Alabama. University of Alabama, she made some trips there, and that's where she met him. And
he goes there, and he's like studying to be some crazy smart doctor,
a neurosurgeon.
Right? It was great. That's fantastic. And as a father, I'm sitting there going, is it better for her to have a boyfriend in college or not?
For you, yes. For me, no. Why would you do that?
Yeah, but I struggle with that. I'm not all in on having the boyfriend for her for college.
She's going to miss out on so many experiences if she's tied down.
Mm-hmm. And
she's not going to experience, she's going to be like, oh, well, I wonder if he's upset. Or what if he can't go to something because this kid is not in a fraternity and she is rushing and she'll be in a sorority. He won't be able to go. So does she miss out and not go to something? I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to worry about that right now.
No, we don't. We're good.
So they went back and forth, and he broke up with her, and we were in California when he did that, and I was the only one that was available to talk to. And she comes to me, and I give her, good advice. I'm good with this relationship stuff.
You do good. You do well.
And so, I tell her, I'm like, look, the typical advice. It's like, look, there's going to be another guy. You don't want a boyfriend. But I'm fair when giving advice. And I told her, I said,
you're more fair than I am.
Well, yeah, because I think you have to, in order for somebody to believe what you're telling them, you have to at some point in some part give a little bit to the other side. There has to be something on the other. Like very rarely, I don't say never, but very rarely is one side 100% correct.
However, you're her dad. So it doesn't matter what his side is.
It does. I don't think that's fair.
That's totally fair.
I will have her back and I will support her, and same with Caleb.
I will slash tires.
But I don't think it should fall on deaf ears if there's something that she did wrong, or something he did right. And in this case, he
was wrong.
Well, he wasn't wrong. He reached out. He should have called, but he texted her and he said. He was nice about it, and he said, hey, look, I don't want a girlfriend right now.
Oh, yeah, no, that was fine, and she was actually over that fairly quickly. Like, she did a decent job of managing through that one. It was this, we stay friends talking through.
That was her call.
I know.
That was her call, not his, and I told her not to do that.
It was a bad call.
And I told her not to do that. I said, look, if you still like him, you don't be friends with the guy, because he's going to date other girls, and he can, rightfully so. He's got every right to do that, and he can post about it. He can talk about it. I was like, you're going to have to go through that if you really like him. Mm-hmm. I said, just move on with your life.
So her thought process, because he is friends with a lot of the people that she's already friends with, and they kind of will be hanging out in the same circles. There's no bad blood, so she doesn't want it to be weird when she's at school, and he's automatically going to be there. Yeah. I get that.
Well, anyway, they stayed friends, and then fast forward to the other night.
Yeah.
So we live in Orlando, where we're staying at least for the next couple of days until we're fully moved into our new house. Is by Universal Studios, by Disney. It's too close. It's on the tourist side, Sand Lake Road.
It's too close. Too much traffic.
And so out of the blue, Beez sees on Snapchat that this dude is in town from Alabama.
Oh, my God. Right down the road with this new heifer.
With this girl. Don't call her heifer.
All right.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't.
I'm same team.
You can't.
Team girl.
You can't call the girl a heifer.
Yep, sure can.
When
my baby.
It wasn't.
We'll fight.
It wasn't even her boyfriend.
I don't
care. He can go see whoever he wants.
I don't care. She got hurt feelings. We're going to fight.
You have to be fair.
That is fair. That's Mama Bear fair.
You can't call some...
It's fair that I didn't murder her.
19-year-old girl a heifer that you've never met.
Yep. Bye.
You're one of those crazy people you see on TV. I'm telling you. Jesus.
Crazy bitches live in this house.
So
come on.
So he's at the ale house and he posts a picture. Now, we can assume that he's posting the picture knowing what he's doing.
He is.
But
we know. He's not dumb.
Okay, but what I told Ariel is, look, you can't control the emotions that you have, but you can control how you get through them.
And how you respond.
And how you respond.
Very, very good advice and incredibly factual.
Right. So I said, if she was upset, she was crying, she was wrapped up in her bed, and I'm like, why? Like, the guy's not your boyfriend.
She had hurt feelings because they had agreed to be friends, and he didn't have the manners to say, "Hey, I'm in town." Da 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 da.
Okay,
that's fair. She had hurt feelings because he was not respectful.
That's a good one. I didn't think about that. Just as friends, he should have said something.
Yeah, he totally should have.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I like that. That's good. All right, I didn't think about that. Yeah. We didn't talk about that.
So where that goes, murder.
Okay, but let's be honest. She wasn't upset because he's her friend and he didn't reach out. She was upset that she still likes him and he's in town with this girl.
And he didn't have the respect enough of them being friends to let her know, to give her a heads up. So she had to find out sideways without him just being like, oh, hey. Like, she knew about this girl beforehand. So she's not new, because that's where it's been kind of a thing.
Is the girl hot?
No, she's a heifer.
Why would you say that about this poor girl? She has nothing to do with, like, she's just living her life.
No, because she has not been nice to your daughter. So FYI, she has not been nice to your daughter, and she has been an instigator. Therefore, that makes her a heifer.
What did she say? What did she say?
She said not nice things via Instagram message and text message, and she sought out Ariel.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know this stuff.
She's a heifer. I was trying to not.
You're right.
Yeah.
She is a heifer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know she.
I mean, we slash tires. It's cool.
Look, girl, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. I didn't realize you were a heifer.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah. See, that's not cool. Then then I'll stick up for her.
Yeah. She was absolutely in the wrong.
Yeah. So. See again, that doesn't make sense. So she's upset because Ariel and this dude were dating before.
Right.
I mean, that's just silly putty.
It is.
And this guy is not like.
No, he's not.
That's the
just
thing.
Let it go, girls. He's a whole red flag.
That's the thing I don't understand is, I mean, like, I go back to when I was their age. I was a catch. And
you're still a catch. Man.
Right. Thank you. And I could understand, even though it never happened, women fighting over me.
I'd probably do the same thing.
Right.
I won, so I don't have to.
Right.
Ladies, come and get him. You'll learn. Give me a break for a second.
Yeah. The best thing that could ever happen to Rachel is for me to leave for like a couple weeks. The worst thing that could ever happen to the woman that I leave with is those couple weeks.
You'll learn. Go ahead, ladies. He'll come back.
You'll put a stamp on my ass and put me out the door. You'll be like,
oh my God, what does this woman put up with on a daily basis?
You're the epitome of high maintenance.
It's okay, y'all. Listen, he's not the high maintenance one. I'm the nutty buddy one. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm the warden.
Yeah.
I'm the warden for this.
I know. I almost got in trouble already. Like when we walked into your studio.
I know. You ripped my papers.
Your papers. Where is it on your other on the BS you guys were talking about? Or the fellows were talking about Chuck being real organized. Or more organized than you.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. Clearly, everybody does not know Jason Bailey.
Well, he does it just to try to get under my skin.
I think that's funny, too.
I know. He's so cute.
It entertains me, though. It's good.
That
I'm not the only one that gets under your skin.
He's my favorite player in wheelchair basketball.
Oh, we love him.
Yeah, he's so cute. Look at him go.
Look at him go.
So anyway, the advice that, I gave Beez was, and this is the way I look at things like this. When you have somebody in your life and there's a question mark, in this case, there is a question mark, and they do something like this, I look at it as a blessing, as a good thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
easy out.
They've shown their cards. You know what they have before the flop.
Yep.
And all you have to do is go, okay, well, cool. Now I know. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And when I start to see it with people that I think I know or that I think they're friends or this and this and that, like a true friend doesn't just turn heel overnight.
No.
Right? I mean, a true friend will go to battle, will stick it out and all those types of things. And if they're not, I want to know right away so I can move on with my life, delete them from my phone, get rid of them on social media, and just, I was fine before I met them. I promise you I'll be fine after.
Yeah.
And that's what I told her. I said, I know it sounds very cold.
It's hard for girls.
I understand that.
It's very hard for girls.
But she will get a lot further in life if she can brainwash herself to that mentality.
So do you want to know where we are today?
Where?
So, because she did, you know how Alabama is incredible for the transfer students, for their orientation, all that kind of fun stuff. So all of these kids that just went and did orientation are in these groups on social media and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some little fella, not little fella, has a friend requested your daughter or snapped her or whatever the shit they call it now. And she's fine.
What do you mean not little fella?
I mean, he's like,
fat?
no, he's in the gym every day for like 5 hours.
Really?
He's a large human being.
I don't like that.
He's yep, she does.
No, well, no, she should not.
He's very attractive.
You got a picture?
I know.
Oh.
I can have her show you a picture.
He can't be bigger than me.
That's
the rule.
Muscle wise?
Yeah, you can't do it. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, he's a real big kid.
Yeah, I can't do it because I can't regulate then.
Beast.
Yeah, I can't do it.
His thighs.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Does he play football?
He did, yeah. He's from Georgia. He's Georgia strong.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He's a big kid.
Great.
Yep. Blonde hair, all the things.
She likes the blonde-haired boys.
Yeah, well, this last one, it's better than redhead.
Oh, yeah, they're dirty creatures. They're evil.
Well, the last one was a ginger, so we took that we threw the whole red flag away. My homie.
He wasn't redhead.
Yep.
Was he really?
Yeah.
I thought that was like black curly hair.
Well, his mother was black. She passed away when he was little, and then his father was super white. And so I don't know where the ginger came in that. Obviously his father's side of things, but he got his mom's real pretty curly hair, and then red.
I wonder if these parents know that we're talking about their children.
Probably.
Think about like where the world has come. It's like, how immature are you? It's like one thing to say something. It's another thing to post something. But when you have an entire show with thousands of people that listen to you.
Hold on. Your daughter just sent a picture. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, he's not that big.
Swipe. Keep swiping.
He's pushing.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
He's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
He's
a big kid, but he's not that big. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I thought I was that's fine. That's good.
Can we see on the camera?
No, don't show. No,
I'm not allowed to do that.
No,
okay, his face wasn't in it.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Yeah,
he's 6'3".
Yeah, he's a good sized kid. There's no doubt about it. He's a good sized kid.
Big kid.
But he's not John Cena. He's not a ripped.
No, I mean, nobody is John Cena or The Rock, except for you.
No, thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, like you and The Rock are twinsies.
Right.
My fave.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes we get mixed up all the time.
I know, and I like to check you out. I'm like, oh, look at The Rock's butt. Oh, just kidding. That's Jason Bailey.
Do you know if this clearance dude, if he has reached out to her? Have they had any communication?
So she said he did, like you told her.
Okay, hold on for a second. Don't tell me.
Okay.
This is let me tell the audience. This is what I told her would happen. I said he would reach out to her and play like no big deal. He would do a, hey, what's up? Haven't talked to you in a minute. I don't know the language, but hey, what's up? Haven't talked to you in a minute. I told her not to respond. And then he will quickly respond with, are you mad at me? Knowing that she is or was. And then he wants to get into it to create the drama. And then so he could make up and play and manipulate. Manipulate.
That word.
Manipulate.
Yep. Yeah.
And so did that happen?
So
Just like I said?
Not exactly, but kind of on par. He did reach out to her because she had she'd posted something or whatever. She's social media. But like days before. So he's commenting on something that she had posted. Pardon me, sorry.
Yep, stop burping on
Sorry,
the podcast,
you gave
gross
me beer.
man.
Sorry.
Jesus.
So loud. Give me some more beer.
This is my husband, Rachel. We call her Ray. She belches on microphones.
I'm the Ray in RaeJae.
Yeah.
What up? So anyway, he messaged her and he essentially tried to start a fight with her.
About what?
He was like, so is she really fat or are you just mad that I picked her?
But how did it start?
That's all he said. So she had the couple days before, she had reposted a couple like stories or something on TikTok. I think on TikTok.
Beez did.
Yeah, Beez reposted some like a couple different things. And way to be so freaking narcissistic to assume that she's posted these things about you. They literally, whatever she posted, didn't say any names, didn't say any kind of anything. They were just like, she's scrolling, she saw and thought it was funny and reposted it. So he automatically thinks that it's about him and this new girl. And freaking way to be, okay? And then he reaches out and says, are you mad? Or is she really fat? Because I think she had posted something about somebody probably being a heifer. I mean, it's fine.
You know, she was taking shots.
Of course she was. But
hate
you
that
can't.
shit.
But
It's
you
vague
can't,
booking. I know
but you
somebody
can't
that does
just
that.
assume.
Drives me insane. There's a difference between teasing something and vague booking. And you know what I'm talking about. There's somebody that we both know, their whole life is about vague booking.
Listen, we may have done that.
Ugh.
Girls do it sometimes.
All the time.
We may have done that.
Have some balls. Just say who it is.
She did. So anyway, he reached out and was like, is she really fat or are you just upset that I chose her over you? And so she waited. She did. She waited and left him on red. That's what they say when you can look at the message. It says red at the bottom. So you know that I read your message, but I haven't responded to you yet.
Gotcha.
So apparently that's like a big deal.
Oh, sure.
And like people get really pissed.
Okay.
Yeah. So she left him on red for a while. And then she responded back to him. I remember what she said. It was fairly politically correct. And, I'm not upset, whatever. He picked further, wanting her, he's egging her in. And then she said something along the lines, I have to have her read it to you, it's so good. She said something along the lines of, I was good to you. I treated you well. I told you I was proud of you because I know you don't hear that very often. And all these things, and I've never done anything wrong to you. And you still treated me this way. It's okay. Hurt people. I forgive you. And left it at that. She didn't say another word, and he hasn't responded to her, and it's been 3 days.
Yeah, okay. That was very good.
That was good.
It was good. It was nice. It was sweet. But it was such a waste of time. Who cares?
But
Move on.
He was egging. But she has. We're good.
But he's dead. There's
Yeah.
I don't know why people do this just in life in general. If somebody does something wrong, if they treat you bad, if they say something wrong, what if it's to that point, they're dead. They just don't exist. This world is such a big place. I don't know why all these people, especially that I'm surrounded by or I've been surrounded by, just they beg to have friends. Like it's like a job. They have to be surrounded by people.
I don't have any friends. It's cool.
And you're
come and party with me.
And you're better for it. I got to tell you, you're better for it. There's never drama. There's never, oh, this person said this about that person and this and this. Like, don't think, we have friends. I have friends. She has friends.
I have enough drama in my own head. I don't need any extra.
I don't. I mean, I know that Beez is a kid.
She is.
But the same thing happens with adults. And I see it all the time, and I'm like, why do you care? Okay, they're mad at you. They think one thing in their head, that's something that happened. Okay, look, I'm sorry. If you can't accept that, enjoy your life. Good luck to you. Oh, you think I did this when you're the one that dropped the... You know what? That's fine. Enjoy your life. I don't hate you. Just don't talk to me again. Stop stalking my social media. Just do your thing.
He did not block her on social media. He unfollowed her so that he could appease his new little girlfriend, but he could still find her and look at her stuff.
Just block them. I block people all the time, like 5 a day.
Well, I'm saying that he did not block her.
She should block him.
Still look at her stuff.
God, that's so complicated. Blocking,
it's
unblocking.
So much stuff.
So complicated.
Hashtag girl dad.
But
you're crushing it.
Yeah, so I didn't know some of this stuff. I didn't know he was that much of a dick.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Heifer Girl was mean. I'm a dude. Yeah, I'm a dude.
So me too. I'm a guy.
You literally are a guy.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Yeah, so Heifer Girl was a heifer. He's a douche. It's cool. But she's branching out. She's making new friends.
Mm-hmm. That's all going to change in a couple weeks when she gets to Alabama.
He's in the new fella's in a fraternity.
What fraternity?
And I don't know. I have to ask her.
If he's not a Sigma Chi, it's not going to work.
It's not acceptable.
Not acceptable.
Oh no.
That should be, if he's in a fraternity, she should ask that knowing that I'm a Sigma Chi.
She did ask, and she said because I asked her, and she said she forgot.
You can't forget.
I don't know. I'll have her ask again.
Jesus. All right.
Well,
she's good.
I don't remember until you tell me.
She's good. My advice to her was good.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay. And she's good. She's moving on.
We're moving on.
This guy, we're done. We're not talking about him to him.
No, we're good.
Ever again.
Cruising right along.
All right. Good. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. You did great.
All right. Well, that's what I want to hear.
Tight work on the floor, Dad.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Give us a like, share, follow on social. Everything is on theBaileyShow.com. If you want to sponsor the show, information is up there as well. Tickets for Podcast and Pours 3 happening at Tannery Row, Beaufort, Georgia, October 12th. Distinct Grace headlining. We'll have a live recording of the BS out there. We'll all be there, and we have a $1,000 acoustic karaoke contest, special guests, drinks, food, and more. But get your tickets here in the next couple weeks. They will be going up. Right now, they're only $20. You can get those distinctgrace.com. Distinctgrace.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's free. These episodes are always up on the YouTube channel. They're always free. But I do ask you that subscribe to the BS and help us out and support the cause. And to do that, theBaileyShow.com. It's right there on the homepage. The more subscribers, the better. And we appreciate all the support. All right, you got anything before we get out?
Don't be a heifer.
Don't be a heifer. Ooh. That sucks. That poor girl. Is she, like, how big is she?
She's a big girl.
She's
enough to be a heifer.
Like two bills?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe
this dude's into heifers.
That's what I told her.
Chubby chaser.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said, baby, it's not you, it's him. If he's into the big girls, I'm sorry, you're not a big girl. So you literally just can't make that work.
Maybe he doesn't understand what the roll and roll tide means.
Shut up. Oh, the heifer is what... Oh my God. I think that's the funniest thing I've ever heard you say.
Maybe he just likes the rolls
on
his tide.
Oh.
I don't
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for support. Have yourself a good one. The BS all this week. Make sure you listen and tell a friend. Until next time. Hey, bye.
I realize not everyone feels this way, and if you are okay with this stage of your life, honestly, more power to you.
Thanks for listening. Get more information and episodes on thebaileyshow.com.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Subscribe at thebaileyshow.com. Yeah, baby.